Hello everybody. Today we are going to see the ray diagram for spherical mirrors. How can we draw the ray diagrams? Before that we should know about the spherical mirrors. Which side is polished, where is the reflecting surface, where is the center of the curvature. All this detail we must know before drawing the ray diagram and the rules. Then only we can apply these rules to draw the ray diagram correctly for class 10 science in the chapter reflection and diffraction. So all of you are aware of the sphere. Anything is spherical in shape, for example football, volleyball, basketball. Similarly spherical mirrors. Any sphere, and we can cut it, like any part is cut of this sphere, so we will get shape like this, like a bowl. Okay, so here inner part and the outer part either can be polished or reflecting, and then we can decide whether it is concave or convex mirror. If the outer surface is polished, okay, outer is polished, however the inner surface of the mirror is reflecting, then we call it concave mirror. Okay, so inner part is reflecting and outer is polished. Here this is the part of a sphere, we can see like this, and when you will draw in the copy, you have to draw like this. This outer side is polished and inner part is reflecting. Here an imaginary circle is being formed, is it? So this will be the center of the circle, and here we call it center of curvature, and this distance is called the radius of the curvature, denoted by capital R. Midpoint of this is called the focus, and this distance from pole to the focus is called focal length, denoted by small f. So this is the focal length, this is the radius of curvature, center of curvature, focus, focal length, and pole. Focal length is half of the radius of curvature. So you can always keep this in mind in case of the spherical mirror. For concave mirror, is it clear? We can call concave mirrors as converging mirror also. The other name is converging mirror. Why we call it converging mirror? Because all the rays which are falling over the mirror after reflection, they will meet at the focus. When we will draw the ray diagram after the rules, it would be more clear to you why it is called converging mirror. Okay. Similarly, we can see the other mirror, that is convex mirror. How it will be? So convex mirror will be formed when the cut part of this sphere, for example here inner part is polished, however the outer surface, this one is the reflecting surface. So the light is falling over the mirror from the outer part, and it is being reflected. Similarly, as we have seen the concave mirror, here also you can see the imaginary circle which is formed, and we will draw this in notebook as like this is the diagram in which inner part is polished. So polished surface is shown by the shades. Like this you can draw the shades. So this is polished surface, this is reflecting surface, and imaginary circle is formed here, and here this will be the center of the curvature, correct? And what is this distance called? Radius of curvature denoted by capital R. And midpoint of this is called focus. Half the distance from focus to the pole is called focal length denoted by small f. Right? So this is convex mirror. See, this is pole, and we have to always keep the object on the left side of the mirror, whether it is concave mirror or convex mirror. So new Cartesian sign convention we will discuss now, so that we can know where the object will be placed and what will be the sign plus or minus of any object or image or focal length, radius of the curvature. What is the other name of this convex mirror? Diverging mirror. It is also called diverging mirror because it diverges the light. So, like the driver is seeing all the vehicle behind it, whatever is coming. So, we are using convex mirror beside the driver's seat to get the larger view of the environment or the view picture, right? Now, let us come to the new Cartesian sign convention. New Cartesian sign convention is very much helpful to know the plus or minus sign when you will solve the numerical based on the spherical mirrors. So here both the mirrors, for example, this is concave mirror because its outer side is polished and inner is the reflecting surface. Always we will keep the object on the left hand side. Here will the object placed, any object, for example, this is an object we are placing on the left side of the mirror. We will take the midpoint of this mirror as the pole. This is called pole, and we will draw one line passing through the pole. So this will become x-axis, as you have studied in the mathematics, and we know physics is applied mathematics. So this is x-axis and this is negative x-axis. So up to infinity, minus infinity, up to minus anant. Okay, and there it is positive x-axis up to positive infinity, and this will be y-axis. Correct? So as you are aware in the graph in mathematics that whatever value is here on the left hand side will be always negative and right side will be always positive. Similarly, above the x-axis towards the positive y is always positive and below will be always negative. Correct? So as you can see here, we are keeping the mirror over the graph or imagining in such a way that pole is coinciding with the origin of the graph. This is origin of the graph you have studied with the coordinate 0, 0 of xy axis. Correct? So any object will be kept on the left hand side. Now this distance will be treated as negative, right side will be taken as positive, upper will be positive and here will be. So can you tell me the radius of curvature? It will be positive or negative in case of the concave mirror? Because the circle is formed on the left hand side. So here this is an imaginary circle. So midpoint, this is the center of the curvature. Correct? And this distance will be radius of curvature. So this length is always negative because on the left hand side. Is it? So radius of curvature will be negative. Similarly, this is focus and focal length will also be negative. So always keep this in mind. Whenever in case of the concave mirror numerical is given or you have to answer about the sign convention. So new Cartesian sign convention is used to know whether the radius of curvature will be always negative, focal length will always be also negative. If object is kept here, so the distance of the object will also be negative. We are using the variable small u for the object, distance of the object from the pole. So u will also be always negative. As in alphabet ABCD, you are aware that u comes first, then v comes. Similarly, when we will keep the object, then only we will see its image. Okay, so the distance of object is taken as u, and the image wherever it will be formed, that distance will be taken as v. Keep this in your mind. Okay, so it is about the new coordinate circumference for the concave mirror. Similarly, the height of the object, any object is kept here. For example, this is the height of object, h. H is the variable which is used for the height of the object. Height of object. And similarly h dash. H dash variable we are choosing for the height of image, which will be formed when we will keep the object here. So in every experiment we have to shift the object from infinity, negative infinity, and which will bring it towards the pole, and at various stages we will find a diagram for the formation of the image by using the rules for the ray diagram. We will discuss it after this new coordinate circumference. So let us see for the convex mirror. So again we will keep the convex mirror in such a way that the pole of the mirror is coinciding with the origin of the graph, correct? So this is graph, and we will keep the convex mirror here. So as per the new Cartesian sign convention, we will know which sign, positive or negative, will be for the FR. So we will keep this mirror like this. So here inner part is polished, and outer part of the sphere is reflecting surface. Okay, so here an imaginary circle is formed, and here this will be center of the circle. So center of curvature, we call it center of curvature in case of physics, and this distance is called the radius of curvature. Up to the y-axis we have to see the distance. Okay, not only up to the mirror. Keep this always in mind. And so this is positive y-axis and negative infinity and positive infinity. So here it is amply clear that this distance is positive because it is on the right hand side of the graph. So radius of curvature will be always positive in case of the convex mirror. Similarly, this is the midpoint from pole to the center of curvature. We call it focus, and the distance half of the radius from P to F or F to C, both are same, and we call this distance P to F as focal length. So this will be always positive because we are on the right hand side. Is it clear? Very good. Now U, where is the object placed? Object is always placed on the left hand side of the mirror. We are aware of it. So where our object will be there, always it will be negative because it is on the left hand side on the x-axis. So object distance will be always negative. Keep this in mind. Now where the image will be formed of this object, if it is on the left hand side, it will be negative. If it is forming on the right hand side, it is always positive. You are aware of this, whether it is case of concave or convex mirror. Similarly, height of the object is taken as positive because this is positive y-axis. This distance is always positive. So this will also be positive. So height of the object h is always positive. Similarly, height of the image, if it is below the x-axis, so here this is negative. So if image is formed, for example, in case of the concave mirror below the x-axis, so we will take it as negative according to the new Cartesian sign convention. Is it clear to all of you? So we will apply this new Cartesian sign convention to draw the ray diagram and correctly know the sign positive or negative. Okay, all of you. I think it is clear to you. Thank you very much.